Good evening. All of you join fast. Good evening. Today we discuss in this unit. We forgot to tell some more points that will be discussed today. Okay. In this, the second unit is voltage and current measurement. No. In this current measurement, we are current and voltage measurements. We are having two types, that is MC and MI type. MC type we are used to measure the DC measurement of voltage and current, and MI type moving iron instrument will be used to both AC and DC measurements we can use, right? We have different types of instruments also there by measuring the ammeter, voltage and current. So we discuss that points missed. In this moving coil, permanent magnet moving coil. Here in this moving coil we have two types, permanent magnet moving coil and dynamometer type meter. In this we can measure the power, right? We can measure the voltage and current also. We can use DC and AC measurements. Okay. In moving iron type, in the moving iron type we can measure the AC and DC voltages, right? And hardware type we have measure the DC and AC measurement. In thermocouple type also we can measure the DC and AC measurements. Okay. In the induction type instrument only we can measure AC measurements. In electrostatic type voltmeter, in this also we can measure the DC and AC measurements. But in this unit only we discussed moving coil instruments and moving iron instrument. That is, moving coil instruments are permanent magnet moving coil. Already we discussed these three topics: permanent magnet moving coil PMMC type, and dynamometer type wattmeter, that is power measurement, moving iron type. These three methods already we discussed in last classes, right? In this moving coil instrument we have some errors are there. That errors also we discussed now. Errors in moving coil and their remedies. Here 5 types of errors are there in this moving coil instrument, that is frictional error, temperature error, error due to weakening of permanent magnet, error due to the stray magnetic field, and thermoelectric error. We can discuss each of the error clearly. Okay. In this frictional error due to the friction, right, we can avoid it will be getting the error will be getting in a pivot jewels. By connecting the pivot jewels we can reduce this frictional error in the PMMC instrument. By using the pivot jewels we are reducing the frictional errors. You can like this we are connected jewels, no, that jewels will be reducing these frictional errors. Next one is temperature error. The temperature error will be produced by the I square R losses. I square R, from the I square R losses we can produce the heat in the MC instrument, PMMC instrument. So we can reducing this temperature error by using the uh, instrument proper ventilation. You can use the proper ventilation and cooling, cooling purpose we are using the some coolers. Then in the we can reducing the that temperature error. Can provide the proper ventilation for the cooling in the instrument, then we can reduce this temperature error. Error due to weakening of permanent magnets. In the construction of this permanent PMMC instrument, permanent magnet moving coil, we are using weakening of the magnets. It will be some errors will be getting in the permanent magnets due to weakening of the permanent magnets. So by connecting the, by taking the permanent magnets, we can take strong or aging magnets in the time of manufacture. Then we can avoid this error. Next one is error due to stray magnetic field. It will be getting from the external external errors. Any external errors coming from the magnetic field, that will be called it as a stray magnetic field. Okay. The moving coil is not affected by the external fields, but due to presence of core, some external magnetic fields are increased. So from this case, we getting the some errors in the from the external magnetic field. So we can avoid these errors. We can providing the proper shielding. We can provide the proper shielding. Okay. Then we can avoid this error. Next one is thermoelectric error. This will be the error due to thermoelectric EMF is known as thermoelectric error. It is mainly occurs in ammeters, shunt ammeters. Okay, it will be getting from the temperature distributions, the error will be getting. So we can avoid these errors. We can minimize the low thermoelectric EMF. We can reduce EMF, then we can avoid the thermoelectric EMF, then we can avoid the thermoelectric errors. Okay. These are the errors in moving coil instrument. Moving iron instrument also same errors are there almost. Yeah, these are the errors due to stray fields, errors due to friction, errors due to temperature, same. But in AC we are using the AC work, no, in that purpose error due to the frequency also, frequency, error due to reactance, error due to the waveforms. We can using sinusoidal waveform, no, from the waveforms also we getting some errors in the AC in this instrument. Okay. And comparison between the MC and MI instrument. In this MC instrument, we can use stationary core and current coil is rotating in MC instrument, moving coil instrument. In moving iron instrument, the current coil is stationary, but the iron core is rotating here. And MC instrument, it will be complex and delicate in construction, but in MI instrument it is simple and robust in construction, right? and MC instrument is very cost and MI instrument is very cheaper. Here MC type we are using the eddy current damping, and in MI instrument air friction damping is we are using, and it consumes less power. MC is consumes less power, MI is consumes more power. In MC type the theta is proportional to the I, so we get the scale will be linear in this MC type. But in case of MI instrument the theta is proportional to the I square, so the scale will be non-linear or non-uniform. Okay, it is more sensitive, MC type more sensitive, MI type less sensitive. Okay, and MC type more accurate and reliable. In MI type less accurate and not reliable. Okay, it is non-uniform, so it is not accurate. Okay, and MC type only used for the DC measurements only, but MI instrument is used for both AC and DC measurements. Okay, in this MC type we are not affected by the hysteresis and stray magnetic fields, but in MI instrument it will be affected by the in this errors, hysteresis and stray magnetic field errors will be getting. These are the differences between main differences between MC and MI instruments. Okay, it is clear. Already we discussed all those things. This extension of ammeter and voltmeter also we discussed, shunt and multiplier. From these problems also we can done. Dynamometer also we discussed in last class. In this dynamometer also we have some errors, that is frictional error, temperature error, stray magnetic field and frequency error, and error due to eddy currents, and error due to the inductance, capacitance in pressure coil. These are the errors in electrodynamometer instrument. Okay, it is clear. Second unit. Any doubts, ask me. From this second unit is completed, all the topics. So any doubts, ask me. Any doubts? Any doubts more? In the third unit we discuss measurement of power and energy. Okay. In the third unit we discuss the measurement of power and energy. In the second unit we discussed already almost measurement of power. We discussed different types of measurement of power. We discussed in third unit. Okay. We discussed electrodynamometer type for power measurement. We have different types of measurements: single phase wattmeter, two phase, three wattmeter methods. Like that, different types of methods are there in the measurement of power. We can discuss in third unit. Second unit is clear. We will go to the third unit. In this unit, mostly he is asking the questions construction of PMMC instrument and MI instrument. Okay, in MI instrument we have two types, no, attraction and repulsion type, and another topic is electrodynamometer type. These three topics only very important in this unit, and we discussed some problems, no, that problems also important. Shunt resistance, series resistance, from that we can discuss some problems, no, that is important. RSH formula, anyone remember RSH and RSE? RSH is equal to Rm by m minus 1, RSE is equal to Rm into m minus 1. From these formulas we discussed some problems, right? These problems are very important, and we discussed moving iron, moving coil instruments also. We discussed some problems on deflection torque, that is Td is equal to BINA. Theta is equal to BINA by K. This is the moving coil instrument formulas. And moving iron instrument, Td is equal to half I square dl by d theta. For the deflection torque, theta is equal to half I square by k into dl by d theta. This formula also very important in moving iron instrument. This is the formula. Moving coil instrument, Td is equal to BINA. Okay, remember these four formulas. One is Td is equal to BINA, another one is Tc is equal to k theta. From that, theta is equal to BINA by K, that is moving coil instrument. In moving iron instrument, Td is equal to half I square dl by d theta, and theta is equal to half I square by k dl by d theta. This is the moving iron instrument formulas, deflection torque and deflection angle formula. Okay, and one more formula is shunt and series resistances, that is RSH is equal to Rm by m minus 1 and RSE is equal to Rm into m minus 1. These formulas are also very important, and here m is the multiplier for the current multiplier. Here in shunt meters, current multiplier, in series voltage multiplier. So m is equal to I by I, and here m is equal to capital V by small v, right? These formulas are very important in this second unit. Remember all of you. Any doubts, ask me. No doubts? I will send these notes. Single phase AC circuit also we discussed in last class, how to measure the power in AC circuits, right? That is P is equal to VI cos phi, the formula. Here V is the RMS voltage and I is the RMS current. How it will be getting? P is equal to VI cos phi. That derivation also proved in the last class. In this your textbook not given the derivation, but I explained previous class. This one also we discussed measurement of power. P is equal to VI cos phi. From this third unit first topic is instrument transformers. Okay, third unit first topic is instrument transformer. In this instrument transformer, high voltage AC transmission lines and used, the current and voltage will be very high. The current and voltage will be very high. So we cannot measure using the ordinary ammeters and voltmeters in a transmission lines. We cannot measure the transmission lines high voltage and current. So we are using the instrument transformers here. In order to measure the high current and voltages, we are using the instrument transformers. The instrument transformers are two types, that is current transformers and potential transformers. Okay, we are using this current transformer and potential transformer. We can measure the high voltage and high current in the transmission lines. We did not find by using the MC and MI type instruments. We cannot directly measure this high voltage and high current. Only small amount of current and voltage only we can measure by using this PMMC instrument and MI instruments, that is attraction and repulsion type. Okay, we can measure the high voltage and high current. We go for the instrument transformers. Okay, in this we can measure the high power of AC circuits also. Can measure the high power also. Okay, it will measure high value above 100 amps. Up to 100 amps we can measure the voltages in the ammeters and voltmeters in MC and MI type instruments. Greater than 100 amps, greater than 750 volts, we can use the instrument transformers. From this purpose we are using the instrument transformers. Okay, by its safety purpose, in the instrument transformer we can using the instrument transformers in a transmission lines. In this instrument transformers mainly two types, that is current transformer and potential transformers. Okay, first we discuss the current transformer. In this instrument, main purpose is to transform the current or voltage from usually high value to make it possible to measure with low range of meters. We can measure the value, high voltage is there in the transmission lines, we can measure that voltage into low value. Can possible to make low value and insulate the metering circuit with primary high voltage system. Can use the high voltage systems. Also we are using the instrument transformers to provide possibilities of standardizing the instruments and relay few rated currents and voltages. Here few ranges of the current and voltage ratings. We can use the relays also. The relays also we are using these instruments. To control the protecting operating relays also we are using the relays, circuit breakers in a transmission lines. We can protecting the relays and circuit breakers, we are using this instrument transformer. And to extend the ranges of voltmeter and current in the AC circuits, AC transmission lines, we are using this instrument transformer. We can use these instruments low ranges also. Low range instruments also we can use. Only we are not using the high ranges, we can use the low ranges also. Okay, these are the important features of this instrument transformer. Okay, next topic is current transformer. We have two types now. In this instrument transformer we have two types, that is instrument current transformer and potential transformer. Okay, in this first we discuss current transformer. Current transformer is a device which is used to measure the high amount of AC current in a conductor. In a transmission line we can measure the high amount of AC current, alternating current in a conductor. Another function of this current transformer is to feed the small current to operating coil and relay for the purpose of protection. Can protection purpose also we are using this current transformer in the relays. In the relays we are using current transformer to protecting the relay. This is also one of the important feature of current transformer. And current transformers used in magnitude of AC current exceeds the safe value of current measuring instrument. We can using the magnitude of the current. In this current transformer we are using the magnitude of the current by purpose of safe value of current. We measuring the safe value of current in the instrument transformer. In these current transformers, in the instruments we can measure safe value. From that purpose we are using the magnitude of the current in this current transformer. Okay, it reduces the high amount of current to the lower value. Whatever we required higher amount to lower value, in that cases we can reduce the that high amount of current into the low amount of the current by using the ammeter. Okay, here we are using the primary winding as a few number of turns and thick wire is connected in series in the load circuit. In primary side we are using the few number of turns. In a secondary side we are connected in series with the load circuit. We are connected thick wire. Okay, in the secondary side we have more number of turns. We can observe here. In the primary side we are connected thin wire and very less number of turns are connected here. Here in secondary side we are connected more number of turns, right? In this design the current of generally designed for current 5 amps in a current transformer. Okay, here we are connected one ammeter here, secondary side. It will measure up to 0 to 5 amps. From this primary side we have high amount of voltage. That high amount of voltage can be reduced here in this current transformer and given to the secondary coil. It will be up to 0 to 5 amps. Less amount of power will be giving. Whatever required, that value only given in secondary side or load side. Okay, it is clear. It is clear current transformer. The current transformer main purpose is we can reducing the high voltage to the lower voltages in transmission line. Primary side is having high amount of current. We can reducing that high amount of current in secondary side very less number of current, that is up to 0 to 5 amps. We can reduce up to 0 to 5 amps. Greater than 100 amps of power generating in the primary side, no, that amount of current can be reduced in secondary side up to 0 to 5 amps of current. Okay, in this construction of current transformer is the primary side we are connected primary voltage, primary number of turns are connected very thin and less number of turns, and secondary side we are connecting thick wire and we connected more number of turns. In this current transformer the voltage will be voltage will be very less in primary side. Voltage is less but current is high. Voltage is less in primary side but current is high. In secondary side voltage will be high, current is very less in this current transformer. Okay, here we are using the less number of turns. The voltage will be depends upon the number of turns, so less number of turns are used, so the voltage also less but the current value is very high. In this secondary side we are using more number of turns, so the voltage will be very high and the current will be very less. Okay, this is the connection of the construction of current transformer. Any doubts? Any doubts in this current transformer? In this current transformer we are using in relay circuits also by protection of the relay circuit. We are using the protection of relay circuit. Any doubts? These are the applications of the current transformer and potential transformer. Instrument transformers are used in high power AC circuits to measure the current and voltages. Instrument transformers are used in high power and AC circuits. From this high voltage and high current, no, it will flowing high current and high voltage, so we can measure the high power also by using in this instrument transformers. Okay, in AC circuits. In instrument transformers are used in substations to measure the current and voltages. In substations also we are using this instrument transformers. Third one is the current transformers performs circuit control and current measurement of power for power measurement. We are using the current transformer also, we can measure the power measurement and we can control the circuit to provide high current to low current. Whatever the protection purpose is required no in the relay circuit or circuit breakers, we can use. In that case also we are using the current transformers, and in that instruments also we can measure the voltage and power. Voltage, current and power. Any doubts? The current transformer performs role of safety protection for current limiting in the relay circuits. We are using relay circuits now. We can provide the protection. The current transformer provides the protection of that circuit by limiting the current. We can reducing the current high voltage to low current no. So we can protecting that relay circuit. And instrument transformers are used in measurement of protective applications. Same, this is also same point. Protective applications together, relays and meters, energy meters, all those things. We can reduce the protection. We can using the protection purpose. These instrument transformers are used. Relays, circuit breakers, meters. And sixth one is potential transformer is used with voltmeter for voltage measurement. Potential transformer is used for measurement of voltage. Here current transformer is measurement of current. Same way potential transformer is measurement of voltage. Okay. In this potential transformer also we can reduce the high voltage to low voltage, and low voltage to high voltage also we can measure the voltage, and reducing the voltage or increasing the voltage in the potential transformer. Okay, these are the applications of current transformer and voltage transformer, that is potential transformer. Any doubts from here? Any doubts? Ask me. In this current transformer we have some precautions. That is, we have to measure the high currents no. We can use some precautions in this current transformer. That is, the secondary current transformer never be open circuited. Okay, in secondary side we cannot open. In the secondary side cannot open circuited. The circuit will be cannot be opened. In case we open that circuit, the whole system will be damaged. Whole instrument will be damaged. Okay, from that purpose we cannot use never be opened in the circuit. And second one is, if ammeter is connected to the secondary side, the secondary terminal must be short circuited. Whenever the ammeter is connected in secondary side, from that case the secondary will be short circuit. Why? Because the load resistance is not exceeding up to 0.5 ohms only. So we can using the ammeter in the side of secondary, we can use secondary side as short, but we cannot open. Okay. Current transformer must be fitted with short circuiting switching across the secondary terminals. This is also same point. The secondary side will be short circuited. As the current transformers are used in high voltage lines, we can use the cooling purpose. Oil cooling will be we provide. In this current transformer we can provide oil cooling. We are using the transformers, oil cooling is used for the protection for the cooling purpose, any transformers. In this current transformers also we are using the high voltage lines. Whenever we are using the high voltage lines, we are using this oil cooling for the purpose of the cooling. Otherwise the instrument will be heated, the system will be damaged, the instrument will be damaged. So we can use the oil cooling. Okay. Next one is, the secondary current transformer should be earth to avoid the danger shocks in operating personals. Again, secondary side will be compulsory, we can give earth connection, then only we can avoid the shocks. Next point is, they cannot be operated beyond the rated current. For example, we can use 100 to 200 amps of the current only providing. That purpose only we are using that current transformer. That limits only we design that instrument, the current transformer. But we are using the more than 200 amps, it will be damaged. So we cannot use more than whatever the rated value is given, no, more than that value we cannot take. Only within that limits only you can take the current value. We can measure that current value. Okay. Next one is, the primary winding of current transformer must be made as small as possible. In primary side, as possible as we can take small size in a current transformer. Okay. The secondary current transformer should be designed to carry current of 5 amps. You can take secondary side current up to 5 amps. You can design up to 5 amps. These are the precautions of current transformer. Any doubts? Any doubts more? Next topic will be discussed next class.